Welcome to the channel. This is my review of the Canada Goose Chilliwack Bomber in military green. I picked this up from Canada Goose Generations and it is a size medium. So yeah, let's get into the video, get into the review. I hope you enjoy. So as you can hear, I'm British, but I recently took a trip over to New York and thought I'll try out the Generations program, which is basically people can return the jackets Canada Goose in exchange for a new one, a bit like if you're trading in a phone or something like that, and then they resell them on. So I thought I'd give it a try while I was over there, and this is my review. This is the Chilliwack Bomber by Canada Goose. So I'll start with, it's got the coyote fur, but it is non-removable. As you can see, some of the newer models from like 2018 to about 2020 and 2022, they have the removable fur and the patch on the other side, but this is on the right, which you'll see when I try it on. On the inside of the jacket, you'll see it's quilted. On the newer models, they're not, and they have the mall straps, and they're not as good quality. So yeah, watch out for that if you're going to be getting one. Try it on and give you a quick review. So we'll start with the features. So as previously mentioned, the patch is on the right hand side of these older model Chilliwacks. I'd estimate this is from like 2015 to 2018, because that is the thing with the Generations. You don't actually know what year you're buying, you've got to kind of gauge it off the caption. I'll give a little description, I'll give the condition, and then the image I am led to believe is just a stock image, so you really don't know what you're getting. In this one I have the baggy, which is an indication of what year it is, and I'll say the patch on these older Chilliwacks is on the right and the new ones are on the left. So yeah, 2015 to 2018 is my estimate. Let's go through the features properly. We'll start with the smallest and I guess work our way to the biggest. So we've got a zip here on the left side, which you could probably fit a pencil in or something like that, maybe a pair of AirPods for in the modern day, you know. But these jackets, the Chilliwack was originally designed for the pilots in Canada, is how the story goes. We've got the ribbed cuffs, which are really nice. That is my favourite feature of a Canada Goose. They're so nice, they trap the air, amazing. And on the inside we have a little almost hidden pocket here, not really big enough for too much, but I'm sure you might be able to get a beanie hat or something like that in there. And then up the top here we have two fleece lined pockets, and I do love the position of the pockets on bomber jackets in general up here. And then go down, we've got the Canada Goose branding here there's actually two of these pockets, both of them fleece lined again. Not the most comfortable to put your hands in, but I will say it's the perfect size for the max size of iPhones. If you've got like a 14, 15, 16 Pro Max, it'll fit in there quite nicely. That's the features, the pocket features for you there. As I say, it's like quilted, really nice quality down on these older jackets. And then we've got the toggles here to pull the hood in. We've got a chunky YKK reversible zipper with some more Canada Goose branding on there, and then just some crested buttons. So I'll zip the jacket up and I'll show you the hood. But yeah, the chunky YKK zipper is a very nice feature. So you can zip this up, and then just the poppers here. I know some of the Canada Gooses have Velcro, but not the Chilliwack. This has poppers, which I do prefer, because there's a problem with the seams on a lot of Canada Goose jackets, including this, but the Velcro on here makes it worse. It can sort of like break the seam. And just so you know, with the Generations jackets, you don't get a lifetime warranty, only a year, so it's got to be up to you if you can like justify the price difference. I believe I paid $742 for this, which I think is a very good price considering how much they've gone up to, and they don't make the fur anymore, as you probably know. Speaking of the fur, we'll put the hood up. It has got a tunnel hood, so if I give you a side profile, you can see it's like really protecting you from the wind. You can roll it out a bit if you want a bit more clarity or vision, if you can still hear me. Yeah, I live in the UK, so there's not too much need for the tunnel hood, but like having this by your ears is very nice. It is probably like a great jacket for British winter actually, because some of the other Canada Gooses, such as the Expedition or the Langford, offer a lot more warmth and protection so you are out in Canada. Because these do have a nickname called the chilly bum, because your bum is exposed. If I show you the back. But as I say, for UK weather, it's a pretty perfect jacket, and the same as the hems on the cuffs, it's got them here on the side, so it really like hugs your waist nicely. This is the military green, really nice jacket. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. If I had the removable fur, that probably would be better. So if you can get what I would describe as the Golden Goose and get the Chilliwack Bomber from about 2018 to 2020, when the quality of the down was still good and it had the patch on the left hand side and the removable fur, that's the best one in my opinion. This is a very good contender, and as with my experience that I mentioned a bit previously with the Canada Goose Generations order process, Like, you don't really know what you're buying. It is spinning the wheel, it's a gamble, it's a roll of the die. So I'm very happy with my experience. You can sort of gauge what you're buying by the description. But yeah, this is my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If any of you are wondering if you have got an old Canada Goose and the patch on the right, it's absolutely fine if it's on the Chilliwack. Specifically, I'm not sure why they decided to put it on the right on this jacket, but they did. The new one's on the left, and as I said, they have the mall straps. That's the review. I might give you some close-ups of it just so you can see. Like, I'll say the two negatives of this jacket I got is that the YKK chunky zipper is like a bit scratched, so it was black and now it's got some silver patches, but it's a zip, that happens. And then the hood, I would say, has lost a bit of its fluff. Like, if you've seen some of the newer ones with the fur, it is a crazy amount of fluff, and I think over the years, because it's about a decade old, it's lost its fluff a bit, but hopefully on a windy day it'll reignite it. And I'll say, like it said in the description, that it was faded, because I know that is also a common fault of these jackets, but it really looks brand new. So yeah, I couldn't be happy with my purchase, and I would definitely recommend Canada Goose Generations, but just be aware you might not get what you think you're going to get, or it might be better than what you think you're going to get. So yeah, just take a look for yourself. But yeah, any questions, drop in the comments, and I'd love to see your feedback. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.